All right. Welcome to Goof on Everybody. It is Tuesday, May 18th, 2021. Move the microphone back to its original position. And we're a go. Are we a go? Can we get that over? Everything seems a little bit off. Is it off? Is it me? It's a new time. Yeah, we're trying this new time. So don't expect a big crowd tonight. It should be huge, but here we are. Let's just do what we do and see how it goes. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. Tonight, you may call it day 3 of the the dropping of the Corbell Navy video conspiracy, as I'm going to call it. This is weird. This is a weird time to be alive. It is very odd. I am hearing strange things from interesting people and strange people saying some interesting... Oh, that didn't work out too well. But you know what I mean? It is really odd. I meant to start the show a certain way tonight, and I forgot. So I am going to get that going here in a second and play this for you here because it is important. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. Let's hear this.
Good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson Tonight. The United States remains the most powerful country in the world. That's the good news. What's interesting is that this country has occupied that position for so long.
Oop! Hey, it didn't start where I thought it would. All right, let's do this. That is cool. That was weird. I got to find out. I don't know where it went. I was told to start right at the beginning, and it didn't work. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I got it. I know what I'm doing. I just clicked. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Hey, guys, I got to start the show off like this. You know what I mean? It's important.
Last night. This is a clip from a 60 Minutes report on, of all things, UFOs and the U.S. military. Watch this.
Okay. I hate that thing.
A Navy aircrew struggles to lock on to a fast-moving object off the U.S. Atlantic coast in 2015.
Now, up until you get to the line, the Pentagon admits it doesn't know what in the world this is. And that's where you pause. Because from a national security perspective, that is a very big problem. How big a problem is it? One Navy pilot said that the U.S. military has observed unidentified flying objects maneuvering in restricted airspace off the coast of Virginia, quote, every day for 2 years.
Now, let's not forget. Nah, it's not. It's Ryan Graves who said that. That's right. Ryan Graves said this And a lot of people are taking it the wrong way. It's weird. What is this? A $22 super chat? From who? X1? I have information your audience might find interesting. Next time you do a call in, I write notes and keep it short. If they want, I'll add a story. Well, the good news is I haven't said it yet, X1, but I will be opening up the phone lines directly after this segment for your opinions. So stay tuned. Thank you for the $22.22. That is so super generoso. Yeah, that's right. Don't forget the super chats are open. I survive on you, with you, for you, full time. I don't want to go back to work like a real job. This has to be my job from now on. So help out Goof on PayPal, Cash App, Patreon, yeah, or super chat, super sticker, super generoso X10. Thanks. And I'll open up that phone line here in, 20, 30 minutes. But interesting. And Tucker Carlson is going over, what was said. But it's interesting what he says.
The Pentagon confirms these are
Or
images
they.
of objects it can't identify. Lieutenant Graves
we
told
know
us
this.
pilots training off the Atlantic coast see things like that all the time.
Every day for
all
years.
the time.
Now, flying in restricted airspace is not a small thing. Try that in your Cessna 172 off Virginia Beach sometime. You will get very wet very fast. You'll be killed, actually. Yet the Pentagon, after every day for 2 years of daily incursions, didn't appear to do anything about it. Why didn't they?
That's what I said. That's what I said. Why didn't they go after them more than once that we know of a favor? Roll call, everybody. Misty OC Dragons, welcome to the show. Tim, welcome to the show. Newspeak, drive me nuts. Might as well be robots. Yes, but no, because Tucker says it differently. Tucker says it with conviction. He's all in. Mike Johnson, welcome to the show. Thomas Roberts, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Shane Reed, it is good to see you. Howdy doody, fresh and fruity. What is up? Coral Ann in the TV set. I'm getting you that phone number, so don't go yet. In case I fall asleep, there's a number she could call. If the show's going, if it ain't starting on time, Rich is sleeping or dead. Kingfish Kebab, where is the damn Space Force? Exactly. It's right up there. Right up there. Goya-based. Welcome to the show. Sleazy Bees. That is a great profile pic. Welcome to the show. Nathan Nitsky, Nathan Allen, Nathan's Hot Dogs. Welcome to the show. First Floor Audio. Welcome to the show. Mervyn Pervin's back in action. Look how I post. That's good stuff. That is funny. Wildwood, welcome to the show. Felicia Flores, what do you say? Welcome to the show. Stargate Traveler, welcome to the show. Bridget Ladd, what's up? What is up? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Bob M, welcome to the show. Den Bub, welcome to the show. That's how you say your name. Den Bub. Sky Allen. Whoa, hey, that just moved up on me. Fast chat. Everybody slow down. Slow down. Don't slow down. Bad Boy Channel, welcome to the show. What's up, Corey Blake? Wide awake? Nice. Welcome to the show. Nice. You know who hasn't been here in a long time? That reminds me, your picture there reminds me of Will. Where's Will? Will, I thought we were friends, but I guess he got tired of in his opinion, maybe, negativity. I'm not negative. I'm truthful, realistic, live in the now, not in the hope. Corin's the booking guy. Good to see you. You can tell I'm excited. My voice went really high. Wreaking Havoc 215. Wreaking Havoc 215. Oh, hey, there you are. Welcome to the show, man. We're almost done. Anonymous Super, welcome to the show. X1, an official welcome to the show. Super chat earlier. Deep Thought, welcome to the show. Who else we got here? Elena, Ionao, Ianu, welcome to the show. Ionao. Sunshine View. Hey. Welcome to the show. Stone Hobbit, welcome to the show. Felix Cordova, hello. Welcome back. Welcome to the show. All right. Mike Ozzy, what's up, guitar player? Hey, gush all over Scott Brown trying to do the gush. You got to spell it differently, but that's a good first effort, man. I appreciate the gush anytime I see it. Adam Devlin, what's up? Welcome. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Lori Oliphant. Brandon Smith. What is up, brother? Welcome to the show. All right, everybody. If I didn't see you, it's because we got a show to do. We could be here for 100 seconds, so let's get going. I left Tucker in an uncompromising position. You may have seen the picture, so we are going to continue wreaking havoc. Whoa, hey, that just jumped 7 people. Thanks for being our voice out there fighting for the truth. That is exceptionally generoso as well. COVID. You didn't have to, but I appreciate it. And it does help keep Goof On moving. That's for damn sure. Without the support, I'd probably be doing 2 shows a week. Thanks for being our voice out there fighting for the truth. Wreaking Havoc says, Wreaking Havoc 215 says, Super Generoso, big brother. The Orb Master. Yeah, you're going to be doing some incredible things. I watch the shows. I hear things. I watch your show. If everybody hasn't seen it, go over to Wreaking Havoc 215. Check out the show. He does a podcast every now and then. I wish you'd do more of them. I really do. You're good. That's it. You don't know it. That's the best part about it. And that's why you'll do well if you ever keep it going. If you can do this every day or 4 days a week, good things would happen. Thanks, Wreaking Havoc 215 for a $20 super chat. Super generoso. All right. Scott Seekins Destroy, watching from Halifax, England. 5 hours ahead of me. Thanks for hanging out at, 2 in the morning? Just about. Even Steven, what's up, man? Welcome to the show. Kelly Lewis, welcome to. I just did a roll call, but I see people sneaking in, like Ash Dobbs, welcome to the show. And we'll do it like Michael Bradbury, Mr. MBB333. Yeah, we got Stone Hobbit checking in through the front door there. Nice picture there. Very photogenic. Welcome back. Chris, so nice. They gave you 2 of the same names because it really worked. And you're also photogenic. And we've got a vibration account happening, the Mullen effect. It's sweeping across America. Actually, I'm doing him better than he does him. So anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. Off-World Adam, Kelly Lewis, Larky Derry. Come on. Welcome. All right. We're now going now. All right. Enough of the hellos. Tucker, stop whistling or whatever. Even Steven chiming in with a $4.99 super sticker. Let's take a look at the sticker. It's going to be one of those nights. I could already tell. With a $4.99 super. God, you know what? After just hearing myself, done. I am not doing that super sticker stuff. No more of the echo chamber. Well, it wasn't an echo. No more repeating that. I don't like it. I didn't like what I just heard. Even Steven with a pair that is lifting up some dumbbells, curling motion, and running in space, sweating with a workout headband on. Very super generoso. I almost did it. Thank you very much. Thank you, even Steven. Super generoso. Such a weird. I was listening to I don't know. Did I see Alien Girl there? I can't remember the name of this podcast. I've got to pull it up for you for a second. Oh, The Undead Gaucho. It's not bad. All right. It's not bad. Hey, Mr. DB Cooper with a 7-7 with a $5 super chat. I can't help it. First and only capisce gush all over your Italian word. Nice, very nice, Mr. DB Cooper. 7-7. Very super generoso. Every time I say generoso, it reminds me of Rogue One, the movie Genoso, right? Wasn't that the name of the guy who designed the Death Star? Isn't that his name? John. Thank you, Mr. DB Cooper. 7-7 for the $5 super chat. Tucker. Let's try this a third time, even. Tucker Carlson was in an uncompromising position. I left him that way by accident. Let's hear what he's continuing to say about the 6. Now, the reason we're doing this for a third night in a row, because it's extremely cool. It is great conversation. And I like to listen to the other people talk out there and comment about it. Because what if, and we're going to get into this right after Tucker, because Dan Bongino, this was sent to me by a guy named Dan through Facebook. He sent me a video from Dan Bongino's show talking about the 60 Minutes. And he had a guy, 60-minute UFO piece. He had an email from a guy who's supposedly really intelligent, who has an idea on what may be happening. And what we saw on the video yesterday, day before, whatever, the Jeremy Corbell, you're going to be shocked. Well, if you see what's behind me, then the shock is over. Is it technology from our to trick our adversaries? Yeah, adversaries, not I said ad. Maybe it is, but you'll hear how it's worded when we get to Bongino next. Tucker? Giddy up.
We're just guessing one possible explanation. They couldn't. Our military was completely outmatched technologically by whatever these were. And whatever they were not weather balloons. Here's Lou Elizondo, the former director of the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program.
He's going through it all. We know what Lou said.
It sounds nutty, wacky.
Look, Bill, I'm not telling you
we're beyond that.
It doesn't sound wacky. What I'm telling you, it's real. See what we're seeing.
Sound like a potential threat? You think? So what has the Pentagon done about it? Well, we don't know the full story as of tonight, but we don't know that they've done anything about it other than ignore it and then cover the fact they ignored it by declaring the whole subject classified for decades, and then spending the rest of the day thinking about how to bomb Syria again and rid the Marine Corps of people who voted for Donald Trump. The sad thing is we have a whole new branch of the military that might be perfectly designed to assess what these things are and figure out if they're a threat or not. And maybe
is that amazing or what? I didn't know that. I didn't watch it this far through, but my hat is the Space Force hat. So when we're talking about this, let's not forget that they are bringing us just strictly military video evidence, some pictures, thrown in the mix. That's it. Nothing from the public. It is strictly from the military. That's it. Basically just the Navy, right? I'm going to say some things tonight that I didn't think I would ever say, and actually feel like it could happen. Because well, all right, you know what I need? I'll play the rest of this out, and then we'll get to Dan Bongino, because that's what I want to focus on tonight. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. Thank you, guys. You guys are coming out in good numbers. New time for Tuesday and Thursday. I started a little later than normal tonight. We'll go till about an hour and a half. But anyway, just letting you know.
Respond. If there was ever a reason to have Space Force, this might be it. But Space Force is otherwise occupied these days. They're busy conducting political purges of their own ranks, as all the branches of the military are. Here's Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Lohmeyer. He commanded a Space Force unit until the White House decided that his politics were not acceptable.
Thank you, Wreaking Havoc 215, for another super chat of $5. All the footage is crap anyway, he says. Yeah, it really is. It really is. Until the Corbell video. Now I'm going to make a comment here, because everything Corbell has given us, thumbs down. Major. Even the other day, major thumbs down. There's a video out there that shows a little tiny ball. Let me get myself bigger here. Thank you, by the way, Wreaking Havoc 215, Super Generoso on the $5 super chat question. Thank you. And that video where you see it's another FLIR video, the heat signature or whatever, and you see the ball and it goes through the water and it comes out of the water, or at least it appears that way. And then splits into two. That's my favorite video of all time for UFOs, if that's real. Just saying. It's my favorite. I think it's real. UFOs are real. I think that video is real. Guess what? Not brought out, not given to us by Jeremy Corbell. I find that very, very suspect. I find it very interesting. Tucker's going to roll us into the next segment, so let's finish with him. He talks about a guy who ran the Space Force, or the Air Force? What did he say? Space Force, and then was kicked out or demoted. What was it? Because of his political beliefs? What did he say?
But Space Force is otherwise occupied these days. They're busy conducting political purges of their own ranks, as all the branches of the military are. Here's Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Lohmeyer. He commanded a Space Force unit until the White House decided that his politics were not acceptable.
I was kind of right.
Since taking command as a commander about 10 months ago, I saw what I consider fundamentally incompatible and competing narratives of what America was, is, and should be.
Whoa.
That wasn't just prolific in social media or spreading throughout the country.
What does this have to do with?
But it was spreading throughout the United States military. And I had recognized those narratives.
Okay. So he's saying, since he took command as a commander about 10 months ago, he saw what he considers fundamentally incompatible and competing narratives, right, left, of what America was, is, and should be. Holy crap, that's going all, well, we knew. We saw the new woke general. We saw that shit on TV. Literally. It was crazy. You're not supposed to be thinking politically. You're just supposed to be thinking how to protect us. Weird. He also says that wasn't just prolific in social media or throughout the country during this past year, but it was spreading throughout the United States military. And I had recognized the narratives as being Marxist in nature. Wow.
As being Marxist in nature.
Wow.
So every day for 2 years, unidentified flying objects behaving in ways that seem to contradict what we know about physics And the U.S. military is spending its time, as of right now, purging its ranks. What does this remind you of? Maybe the Soviet Army, 1938? A clear and present threat appears on the horizon, but the people in charge are so obsessed with political purity and loyalty to the party that they can't respond because they're absorbed in attacking their own organization.
No, because this happened years ago. This isn't recent. When Graves saw all those UFOs over 2 years. So I don't know. There wasn't a Space Force back then. So there's a little odd. Well, let's see what he says. I haven't watched it all.
When they say that all revolutions are the same, they're right. UFOs, it turns out, are real. And whatever else they are a prima facie challenge to the U.S. military. They are doing things the U.S. military does not allow, and they're doing it with impunity. And they appear to be focused on the U.S. military. UFOs for decades appear to have clustered around our military installations, our ships and our aircraft, with no real response except more secrecy. At one point, unidentified flying objects apparently shut down a nuclear weapons facility at an Air Force base in the state of Montana. 10 ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles, were temporarily knocked offline.
Somebody's teleprompter got stuck. It's not easy to say intercontinental missiles, ICBMs. Yeah, so now what is being done?
At the same time, base security noticed a glowing red object floating in the sky. It sounds like out of a movie, but it happened. That was decades ago. Many more UFOs have been sighted near our nuclear weapons facilities since around the country. According to journalist George Knapp, quote, all of the nuclear facilities, Los Alamos, Livermore,
Sandia, Savannah River, all had dramatic incidences where these unknown craft appeared over the facilities and nobody knew where they were from or what they were doing. I think they were drones, right? Wasn't it? Weren't they drones? I know, they called them drones, Scott. Come on.
From 70 years ago describes unknown flying objects measuring 50 feet in diameter in the vicinity of Los Alamos. More recently, the Pentagon has declassified footage from a U.S. UFO incident in 2004 and 2 UFO incidents from 2015. You're seeing that footage. It was recorded by Navy pilots during training flights. We have no explanation for what these objects are. Just days ago, the Pentagon confirmed that
All right, yeah. They said the video's real, Tucker. They didn't say the UFO pyramids were real alien craft, did they now? No. Stop changing things around. Do your homework a little bit better. That's what he's going to say. Listen.
18-second video of 3 UFOs harassing a U.S. warship called the USS
3 UFOs? Come on.
Russell is in fact real. That footage was shot in July of 2000.
The Pentagon said it was real. All right. At least Tucker got that right. I apologize, Tuck. This is amazing stuff. So one show we've never played here, Dan Bongino. There's a reason for it, because he never talks about UFOs. But he got an incredibly interesting, he got a good email. That's what he got. He got a good email from a smart guy, according to Bongino here, who's making some interesting COVID. What is going on? I sound like an old man now. Let's listen.
UFO story. This stuff's really funny, by the way. Check it out. Are they about to tell us something about this UFO story? No, I mean it. Is the government preparing to tell us something by dripping out this story and authorizing people to comment publicly, or kind of tacitly authorizing people to comment publicly about these UFOs? Listen, I was a government employee. You know where I worked. And it's generally frowned upon for either former employees or current employees of the Secret Service to comment. It just is. It's not illegal, but they just don't like it.
They don't like it. All right. So they don't like it when, when UFOs are talked about in the public, or If you're in the military, they don't like you going public with stuff like that. Obviously, we've known that forever. Let's get some things clear, because there seems to be a little confusion out there amongst some of the people, and I'm not 100% sure, but my sources told me this is the fact. Jeremy Corbell did not record that on his phone. In the story I read yesterday, I can't remember who it was who said that, the timestamp has been omitted. That story I was reading. Well, that person who wrote that said that Jeremy Corbell recorded it. Now, I don't know if the way I was hearing is that he thinks Jeremy Corbell recorded it while he was on the ship. But I heard Jeremy Corbell got the recording over a year ago. Well, Knapp got it. And that it was recorded by somebody on the ship, a Navy employee, let's just say. They risked their livelihood, their career, but did they? It wasn't declassified. It wasn't top secret. It was nothing. It was unclassified. They were about to delete the footage and reuse the tapes or whatever it was, because it was a training mission. And they always reuse the recording. This is what I'm told. It doesn't make sense to me why they would reuse the data from a recording from a training mission. I get, unless they already uploaded it to their data banks, and this guy went in there with his cell phone and recorded it off the monitor because he thought it was cool, knew it was cool, and said, who might like this? Corbell. No, that's not what happened. But they thought it was good enough to risk their lives. Well, not their lives, but, their lives. Risk it all for what? What were they thinking when they were taking out? Does Jeremy Corbell or George Knapp, for that matter, have somebody on the inside in the Navy that is on the ready anytime something comes up that's unidentified? Is that what we're talking about here, or does that sound too perfect? Because I want to know how that got around. Did this Navy employee call Jeremy or Knapp or whoever and say, hey, last night I got this video of a training session where we were followed by an unidentified object? Is that the scenario that played out? I'd like to know. There's several minutes missing, and I want to know what happened to those minutes. It's a very interesting, very strange situation that is playing out, because we've got people out there who are diehard believers on this thing. They believe that object went into the water. Even Jeremy Corbell said it didn't look like, basically, I'm paraphrasing, but he said allegedly went into the water. He didn't say it did. He said splashdown, and he said apparently, that's what they say when something goes into the water. This allegedly went into the water, but he didn't say I didn't see it that way. But Corbell, in this other interview that I saw today, seemed a little bit different. Seemed to be a little better at giving the actual events as they unfolded, instead of saying for sure this, that, and the other thing. He was more or less allegedly and supposedly, and I think this and I think that. This is a weird time we're in. And that's why we're talking about it for 3 days straight. There's tons of people talking about it. I do want to go to the Undead Gaucho as well. I rarely listen to this show, but I'm going to have to chime in. And not chime in, but I'm going to have to listen in, because this guy seems to get people on his show. You know, he's only got 1,800 subscribers, but yet he gets all the big boys, you know, the big people on, has pretty good numbers sometimes. It's just interesting to me. I remember when that show just came out, and I think he had Jeremy Corbell on like the third. I'm like, all right, what's going on? You know, everybody's coming up with their own podcast now on UFOs. Do you know how many people are popping up right now? It's a good handful of six new shows popped up pretty much overnight. And everybody wants to talk about UFOs. This is the hot topic. This is what we're going to be doing, guys. I don't know, man. I don't know if this is the beginning of disclosure for real. But I have to step away from Rich Giordano, and I have to be somebody else while I think about this, because as Rich Giordano, I cannot accept that disclosure is going to happen. Now, is this are we resetting the platform for disclosure? Like, is this what it's supposed to look like when they give drip stuff? You know what I mean? You keep hearing it over and over. Drip disclosure. I hate that. It's either you have disclosure or you don't. You cannot be a little pregnant, okay? You either, that's disclosure. You can't have a little. That's like saying foreplay is a little bit, you know what I mean? A little bit pregnant. Just a little foreplay. It doesn't work like that. You either have disclosure or you don't. There is no in between. And if you look at Corbell's stuff and Knapp's, nope, not buying it. If that's all we got. Now, there's a couple other videos out there, you know, the one I spoke about earlier that splits into two after it comes out of the ocean. I looked at that video a little more clearly after I watched the Dan Bongino show here, because you're going to hear what he says, and then you're going to know why I did what I did. And what I did was take a really close look at that video. And I think something's wrong. Something's wrong with that video where the UFO splits into two. It goes into the water sometimes, and you don't, and there's one time you can still see it. And I don't think we're seeing through the water in the white caps or whatever. And then another time it goes into the water and you can't see it. It's like you could still see it underwater, you know, because it's right near the edge. This is I feel like I'm being duped, man. I am not in the minority on this. Let me just tell you that right now. It's split down the middle right now. We're still split. Nothing has changed. No matter what videos come out, we're still split. It is 50-50. And it's weird when I hear what people are saying. Anyway, let me get to Bongine.
Ran for office, you know, I had a comment. But don't you find it weird all these military folks are coming out now and all these videos are leaking out now of all these very strange, unidentified flying objects? They're UFOs. UFOs are real. Are they alien? Nobody knows that, but they are definitely unidentified flying objects. Those are very real. Look at this story by the Daily Wire. This is an amazing story. It'll be in my newsletter today. It's a must read. Please. Bongino.com/newsletter. Please subscribe.
Yeah, all right.
This is one of them. Daily Wire. Bombshell UFO report. : U.S. military encounters UFOs every day that far exceed its technology and capabilities.
Yeah, we know. Ryan Graves said it. We know.
Though, for a moment,
The U.S. military.
We know this.
the Secret Service story, like I did in Afghanistan for
I
President
want to
Obama.
get to his email.
Martha's Vineyard story. If you haven't heard, one, that this is the biggest national security threat of our time. But in fairness, we should entertain all options, right? Never, ever, and exhibits parsimony, right? And we're not panicked. Slowly leak it out to the media in a spoofing operation to scare the hell out of.
Oh, here we go.
That it's a spoofing technology that we are slowly leaking out intentionally in a military kind of intelligence hop, slowly leak it out to the media in a spoofing operation to scare the hell out of the Chinese, who happen to be operating rather aggressively in the South China Sea. How does this all come together? What is spoofing, by the way? It would be convincing Chinese radar that a threat exists or there's an object there that's not there. Ladies and gentlemen, this is genius. Imagine we invented this. Think about the benefits of that technology. You get the Chinese to launch their entire aircraft carrier, their aircrafts and everything, to combat a potential U.S. airstrike that's not happening, and then the airstrike happens somewhere else. Hey, look, squirrel. It would be the greatest trick of all time. It would be a Kaiser Sose level.
Could that be what's going on? Wow. That's interesting. Why are we? And he says it several times. We don't have to keep listening to it, but he says, why do we keep getting the grainy video? Why are we getting stuff like this? Why don't they just show us the real good stuff? Well, holy mackerel. Because it's easier to fake grainier video. That's one of the possibilities. But this would have to be a really smart way of doing it. And I don't think we're that smart to create a UFO diversion, thinking that we may have this technology to trick the Chinese. I mean, this is like saying war is imminent, Bongino. It doesn't make sense. I don't buy it. I don't think so. I don't think this is technology or spoofing technology for radar to trick the Chinese in a future confrontation. I mean, that would mean that war is imminent if you're getting to that level, or maybe we're at that level. We don't know. We've heard about China moving around their ships and whatnot, but I don't see them. It would be interesting though if that's what they were doing, creating. Now here's the deal. What happens when China finds out we don't have this technology? You understand? How long would it take for them to figure it out? Now Bongino just let the cat out of the bag. So it can't be that. What else does he say? Do we need to go more? I think we should listen a little more here. Well, let me go back. Right. I think 14 minutes, something good happens here. He watches this video.
Yeah, we have 31 knots sustained wind, topside, gust of 40.
What was splashed? Mark bearing and range.
Just disappears into the water with a splash profile nowhere near resembling what it should have for an object of that mass to enter the water while it hovers above the water. Is that real? You notice, ladies and gentlemen, all this stuff is really grainy. It's amazing in an era of HD cameras where we can land a Mars rover on Mars and get HD quality photos that look like they're taken from one of those pictures you get in a frame when you walk in the frame store. You're like, wow, that's a great picture of that family, right? I wish mine looked like that. We have cameras that can do that in a frame store, but we can't seem to get an honest picture of one of these UFOs. And it begs the question from Genius Email Guy who said to me, is this our technology? Are these objects real or are these objects spoofed?
It's an interesting thought. It is. It's very interesting. We might be seeing spoofing radar technology. That would be interesting. I don't know. I'm not buying it. Because then what it's saying is, in my opinion, yeah, war maybe doesn't have to be imminent, but it could be a couple of years down the road. I mean, if you look at the last 4 months, the world is falling apart. Slowly but surely, it's changed and it's changing. And anything is possible. Maybe the threat is our adversaries, China and Russia. Maybe it's not UFOs. And they know it. And they're trying to throw us off. Could it be that? They're telling us there's a threat by UFOs, but the threat isn't really UFOs. Wow. That would be weird. So then you have to think, Greer. Greer! He had it right the whole time. False flag. Alien invasion. Capiche? Hey, it's a one capiche show. I don't know, man. Could Greer be correct? And that the false flag alien invasion is about to ensue. Hey, I said in June 21st, sometime before then, something's about to happen. And our world did come to a stop for a moment. At least our world did. All right, this is the video I want to show you in question that I think is the best UFO video I've ever seen. And then I don't know what's wrong with my eyes, but sometimes I see something that's maybe not there. Like it goes into the water and I still see it. Not like it is, but in the water, like I'm seeing it go into the water. Like if it was in a bowl of Jello, I can still see it through the Jello. This is the video from Third Phase. I took their version. It's the clearest. Double the frame rate. So enjoy that. We'll wait for it to get to the water because this is a badass UFO video if it's real. It's my favorite. Okay, we're getting up to the water. This is unbelievable, though, guys. I believe it's right. I think it's the first time it goes in it, like right around the first time that I'm pretty sure I still see it. And you have to think, if they're seeing a real UFO and it goes into the water without slowing down, making a splash, wouldn't that look like CGI? Right? Wouldn't it look weird? It wouldn't look right. It would look like a cartoon. No splash? All right, here we go. Right, coming up. Did I miss it already? Hold on. Right there. Right there. There's a few right there. That's it. You can see it. And I'm not so sure I'm right. Maybe I'm just trying too hard. You know, that's why you always have to have a couple of people you can trust to balance out your errors. Right there, you can still see it. It's weird. You still see it? Come again.
So you guys seen this?
It's weird, right? You still seen it. Could it just be bad CGI work? It doesn't look like CGI to me, guys. That looks real. See that? It's right here. There it is, right here. Now back. That is weird. It's almost like a tracking system that they're using to fake this. See that? There. That is really weird, isn't it? Looks like it's making fishtails in the water. Watch. I'll try to keep my cursor with it. Right here. I followed it. So what it does, it looks like it goes like this. It goes over here, and then it moves here, and then it goes back there. That's weird. That it goes right back into the tracking. Why would it go right back into tracking? Why would it go out here, go here, and then just show right up in the middle? Watch again. I don't know what it means. But you watch it for yourself. I'll keep the cursor out of the play. Now it's back there. Now it's jumping forward in the water, backing into the center. Boop. Gotcha. Oh, get back in the center. Let's see if we see it again.
So you guys seen this? It's interesting. It seems that this object, whatever it is, might have that supercavitation technology that Michael Sala talked about in our documentary.
That's amazing. Look at
the
that.
secret technology behind the Space Force, where it could.
That really is amazing. I don't think this is fake. I don't think it's fake at all. I don't know. I really don't know anymore. Well, I'm at to, that's why they use the FLIR type, the grainy footage. That's why they use it, because it's easy to trick you. I want to go to Alien Addict. Now we're going to hear from the side that believes everything. Alien Addict gave me full permission today. Where's the video? Where's the video? Oh, there's no video. He did a show. Oh, his videos are taking 8 to 12 hours to come up. That sucks. Let me see something. I may still have it in my history. Maybe I can pull it up that way. Let's try this for a second. Let's see if I can still watch it. That'd be cool. So here's my history. Let me pull it up. All right. So earlier today, let's go. Here it is. I still have it. All right. I have it. I got it. It was in my history. Even though it's not playing on his channel, I've got it. Wow, that was smart, Rich. Good job, dude. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Anywhere is a good place to start, to be honest with you, because it was a really good interview with Osvaldo. I was so mad. I was in that chat room. I was like, come on, dude. Now, just so you know, I don't know the number, but Osvaldo Frank and Beans, has donated a lot of money to TTSA. He is all chips in. He's all in. So when you hear this guy, and I'm going to play a few minutes because what he says is being repeated through the other side. The, not the right.
Clip, can you see that on your phone? Yeah. So you're talking about this, aren't you? And there's a cut.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I think that, was it used to hide something? Yes. But it was probably used to hide our capabilities of observing these things.
So Alien Addict asks Osvaldo, why is the timestamp being hidden, kind of hidden? And he says, well, to maybe hide some sensitive stuff. What? Something like that. I don't want to be wrong. So let's give Osvaldo a fair chance to say the right thing again. Because it's been brought up that a lot of the stuff down here, the timestamp has been omitted on purpose by Corbell, hiding it. I don't know if Corbell did it. I think this is just somebody recording something from their phone and didn't get the full, screen in. I don't know, man. This has gotten so bad that I don't know what I know the truth is that Knapp and Corbell knew about this video for a year. That's the truth. They had it. They just had to get permission to release it. And it took that long.
I think that, was it used to hide something? Yes. But it was probably used to hide our capabilities of observing these things.
It was used to hide our capabilities to observe these things? A timestamp? Wow. That is some timestamp there, Osvaldo.
Go Fast, FLIR, all of these other videos, they all had stuff that was removed, but that was removed because we don't want to leak certain military capabilities. That's fine. It's completely consistent. Provided we are being given what we can be given.
Okay, so when I originally spoke about this, I think we were kind of a bit excited. We didn't know what to make of it because it literally dropped 20 minutes before I went live. Now, I've had time to digest it, yeah. And a few people in it that was in the chat was saying that splash means it just goes underwater. I know that, but the thing is here, it doesn't. It looks like it moves away. To me, it looks like it blinks out and moves away. Now they would know if it went underwater because they would have like sonar or whatever other means they have to detect this thing.
Yeah, even if it didn't make a splash, in a conventional sense, it still would have, I imagine it would have made some type of noise, and that would have been picked up.
No, see, now what Osvaldo said later on, and I don't know where he said it. It's an hour and a half. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but he says that these are transmedium craft that don't make a splash, wouldn't make waves. And now he's saying, yeah, you think it would make waves. This is the problem I have with Osvaldo. He's always wishy-washy. He forgets what he just said. And this is the problem I've been hearing with the UFO Twitter world, the young guns, whatever. I was driving around today. I went to Target, and it's a 20-minute drive. So I listened on the way home. to the Undead Gaucho show. And I'll play a clip here in a moment, but it amazes me that people don't see what I see. I'm amazed at the credibility these people think they have in the field and have only been in it for a year to 4 years. It takes a long time to get to a level where you know a lot of stuff, you've seen patterns, and you know that you're being duped. This is a little different than it's been in the past, I must admit. It is different. We have Navy pilots. Alex Dietrich just came out after, I think she retired. She didn't come out a couple of years ago because I think she was still a pilot in the Navy. But she came out on that 60 Minutes and was with Fravor talking about what they saw, nodding in agreement. I mean, you can tell they legitimately saw this thing. These aren't actors. These are real people with real experience. I believe it. I really do. The question I'm having, the problem I'm having, let's just say that, a couple of them. I'm having a problem with Jeremy Corbell's drops lately, and I'm having a problem with the threat assessment. I get it. Oh, and I'm also having a problem with the gullibility factor from inexperienced people who now call themselves investigative journalists. Hi, I'm Rich Giordano. I'm an investigative podcaster. That's next. I might as well be an investigative podcaster. I might as well.
It would have been audible.
So we're talking about zero inertia. So this thing just literally can go into.
Yes, pass into the water and out of the water into the best easily as it goes through the sky.
See?
I mean,
and yet he just said, yeah, you think there would be a splash. It is hard to go live when you don't know what you're talking about. Man. No, and Osvaldo is as confident as the day is long, my friends. He is so into it. All chips in Osvaldo. Now let's go a little bit further up. 14 minutes seems to be about good, about right.
Between him and Elizondo, it seems.
So where does this put you in terms of your faith in TTSA?
This is exactly what I wanted. What are you talking about? This is only going on because of TTSA. I mean, honestly, people talk about
that is so uncool. That is, when he said that, man, I was like, okay, so this is only happening because of TTSA. There wasn't another 70 years of research being done. Nah, forget about that. That's the public. Oh, wait, they had Project Blue Book, Majestic 12. What else? A lot of other ATIP, OSAP. Come on, guy. If it wasn't for, and I know what he means. I know what he means. Since TTSA went public, we've been getting a lot of mainstream media play for UFOs. I get it. But he's invested so much into it. He thinks they're the only gig in town. And then everybody else is just riding the coattails of TTSA. It's a beautiful thing. It's got to be a wonderful mind that he has. You know? A wonderful mind. A beautiful mind.
Zano, they talk about Mellon. Who introduced us to these guys?
Who cares?
Who was responsible for bringing them out? Is Tom DeLonge.
Oh my God. He thinks Tom DeLonge is the reason. That's right.
And Tom DeLonge is responsible for all of this directly, immediately. Tom DeLonge.
That's why Tom DeLonge's nowhere to be seen.
Deserves our huge praise, you know, and the fact that that people are still trying to pretend like he didn't do what he's done, the cognitive dissonance from people within ufology, it's kind of disgusting, to tell you the truth. I'm very disappointed in a lot of people in ufology that are basically jealous and
Jealous. That is, and I said this in the comment section on the live chat on the show. Jealous? We're jealous. I think he's talking about me, because I know he listens. I get messages from him all the time. Jealous? That is a high school debate tactic. That is 8th grade. Jealous. I can't believe people still say that to this day. You're just jealous because you didn't do it. You're just jealous because you're not on TV. You're just jealous because you didn't get the footage. You wish you could be Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp. No, 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 no. Really, I don't. And I don't know. I don't understand jealousy. I don't get jealous of people. I admire, but I don't get jealous.
angry that they, and they offered opportunities too, man. They said, we're going to do this. Please help us invest.
He's saying that TTSA offered opportunities to invest. Wow, this is really weird. TTSA hasn't even been mentioned at all. Nobody mentioned TTSA. They're dead. They're dead. All right. Like,
that guy was Mick West for his time.
Oh yeah.
Religious people that are going to insist this is demon still, kind of like when Alexander Graham Bell demonstrated the telephone. There was a famous physicist who was in charge of the National Academy of Sciences. He went to a demonstration and he refused to believe that this existed and denounced it as a fraud. That guy was Mick West for his time.
Oh my God. You cannot compare telephone technology to UFOs. That's not a comparison. You can't use that. That's not apples to apples, bro. This guy who disputed Alexander Graham Bell saying that technology can't exist is comparing him to the Mick West of our day? Are you kidding me? One thing is not the same as the other. I understand what he's saying, but it's a very weak analogy, in my opinion.
Trying to hide this for so long. In fact, they need to have some type of formal ufological education certificate. That would help a lot. Perhaps, turn it into an actual science.
I guarantee you put Corbell in a room with you, Oz, you probably know more about different UFO cases than he will.
Yes.
I've been
doing this longer than he has.
But this is my argument here. So he's been given the.
Osvaldo says, "Yeah, I know more than him because I've been doing it longer." Doesn't mean you know more. Some people just stop learning. They don't want to know anymore. I think that's where Osvaldo sits. I don't think he's that bright. I think he knows what he knows. He knows it well, and that's that. And he doesn't know anything else. He proved it later on.
This piece
and earlier.
He's been given the pieces of footage, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't think he ever questions it. I don't think he ever questions any of it. I think he'll just put it out. I think if somebody chucked an Xbox controller up in the air and filmed it,
well,
you put that out there.
Well, that's the thing. We don't know where he's getting this from. So perhaps where he's getting this
and that's no disrespect to Jeremy.
Wait, how do we not know where he just? We know this guy is. I can't. I think this was about the time I left because we know where he's getting it from. I think this is the last part I'm going to play.
Through the water basically as easily as they pass through the air. And it's not that they slow down. They just go where they're going.
Yeah, I mean, this thing is being filmed from quite some distance anyway. So I actually don't, even if there was a splash, I don't actually know if you would see a splash from that distance. But you saw the flare footage that Nick West showed, and how
Yeah.
that goes on the horizon. It did look like it.
All right. Well, that's fine. I mean, well, you can do a lot with footage with cameras these days. It doesn't mean that it's not real. I mean, honestly,
Mr. Contradictory. You can do a lot with cameras, but it doesn't mean it's not real. Like, in other words, this video is real. All the videos that Corbell, he thinks the pyramid videos legit. He was saying how, never mind. I'm kind of losing interest. I'm losing interest. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I'm ready for the next thing. Maybe I'm getting tired of talking about it, and it's kind of fresh in all of our minds. But I think, I have other stuff to talk about tonight, so don't worry about it. I'm not going to sit here for another hour and talk about this, but I did want to play the Undead Gaucho just for a moment. So let me pull that up. I wish I. Never mind. Let me pull it up. I think this is it. Wait, is this it? This isn't. Oh, am I thinking of another show and I said the Undead Gaucho? I'm confused because I'm seeing something. Yeah, I'm going to have to go on my history banks here. Hold on. That is weird. I just had a really weird situation in my head. I'm looking for it. I listened to it earlier today, and I was getting angry. Getting angry. I don't want to get angry. I want to have fun. This is fun. This is a good time, isn't it? It is. This is a good time. No, that's not it. I'm getting to it. The weird thing about what's going on is that it could be the beginning of disclosure. Could be. Is this what it's supposed to look like? Still getting crappy videos? Let me tell you, I'll tell you this. Same thing about Tyler. Yeah, we're going to talk about Secure Team in a minute. Well, later on. Geez, I just lost my train of thought because I'm looking over here. If it is the beginning of disclosure, oh, I know what I was going to say. This is strange. I can't find it. Oh, wow. I watched a lot of videos. Oh, that's right. I fell asleep with YouTube on and it kept playing a lot of stuff. You'll know when disclosure is about to happen. You want to know why? I'll tell you why. You ready? This is the honest truth. This is it. This is how you know disclosure's on the way. Because we'll see that sharp, high definition video. That's why. Oh, it's the unidentified celebrity review show. Not the Undead Gaucho. The guy was wearing yellow. All right, first of all, I want to say something about this is an all left UFO Twitter. This is why I watch. I just started watching it. I was aware of it from day one. And I thought it was interesting. but I'm going to show you a picture real quick. And I think when you are talking about, look, you can be yourself on YouTube, can you not? I wear a hat here. Usually when I'm outside in public, I don't wear a hat. All right. But it's the end of the day. I don't like the way my hair looks. All right, that's a lie too. It's always looking good. But I put the hat on. I feel like it's my thinking cap. I wear a collared shirt, a little button up here. I try to look a little more presentable than just a guy throwing on a tank top, a t-shirt, or a hoodie. Nothing wrong with any of those three. But I think you're attracting a certain type of person, people. I can't think. Look, you can be comfortable, but should you be dressed like this? This is the host of the show, this guy. I don't think you should be dressed like a banana. Sorry. I don't understand it. See this guy? Nice. Great shirt. I'm not a big fan of that look. And he does a good job. He doesn't do a bad job. He does a good job. Seriously, it's not a bad show. It's not a bad show. Let's just jump in and out here and just listen in to the amazing.
Richie Rich.
That's hilarious.
Did you guys see the Blumenthal on CNN earlier? It was fire.
Every single kind of UFO topic.
QAnon conspiracy.
She's
type,
pretty smart.
Situation, and I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was right. But it is what it is, and I'm not gonna get bent out of shape over it. But when I watched the 60 Minutes, I watched both the 60 Minutes piece, and then I watched 60 Minutes After Hours. And I tell you what, man, I was thrilled. I thought it was. I was telling you in the pre-show. I think I was saying it a couple minutes ago that David Fravor's account.
All right. The reason I wanted to play some of this, I remember now. They are acting like this is the first time these stories were ever told. And it's really weird. They really know how to push this this narrative. They're all pushing it. It's all a threat. And they're pushing it. And they are saying it was awesome. And Lou Elizondo looked great with his high collar and his no nonsense approach, and Fravor and Dietrich were in agreement. And I mean, there was a lot of things that were being said. It's almost as if they listened to Goof on and kind of paraphrased what we were saying over here. But I mean, is it that obvious? I guess it is that the things I were thinking, Michael was thinking, pretty much the same. But
and now, so to also have what's her name is Dietrich. Her last name is Dietrich.
Yeah, Alex Dietrich. Yep.
Alex Dietrich. And to have her on record now, I thought was incredibly powerful. So I honestly, man, I couldn't have. I don't think I could have asked for a better.
That was the only new thing that happened, was getting Alex Dietrich talking about, well, her experience with Fravor.
Showing of a more balanced and realistic approach to this subject for the mainstream audience. I thought 60 Minutes hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How hard is it to hit the nail on the head with Lou Elizondo, Christopher Mullen, Ryan Graves, Fravor? How hard is it? They're repeating the same thing every single time. So nothing new. But I like this girl in the bottom left. She actually made some great comments too.
Christina, what do you think?
Oh.
I totally agree with Mike. Sorry, excuse me. I say like only the first few minutes of the 60-minute was kind of wrapped in stigma of like, oh, it sounds crazy when you talk about this. And it's like, well, how did people react? And I found that kind of like boring. We've heard that in every single kind of UFO topic. Oh, did people think you were crazy? And I'm like, Okay. But when Lou answered the whole "it's whack" question, he knocked it out of the ballpark.
He knocked it out of the ballpark. Wow, this is unbelievable suck up. It's okay. They're entitled to it. It hurts. It hurts. Yeah.
That she did, but I placed no blame on her. For a second.
Yes, please, let's.
Just so people don't get the wrong.
These guys talk about that show as if none of those people can ever do anything wrong. It's amazing.
Wrong impression from the way.
That's how I know they're inexperienced in the field, because they haven't been hurt enough like me. They haven't been jaded, lied to enough. They need to have the rug pulled out from underneath them. They need to have the curtain fall on them in mid-sentence. They need to be yanked off the stage by the big clown cane. They need that. They need to feel what it's like to have disclosure ripped away from them several times. My 17 years here, I've heard it 3-4 times that disclosure's definitely coming. Even before I got into the field, I remember 1997 or so, disclosure's coming in a few years. I'm like, wow.
We were describing this. Yeah, Fravor came out very early. Dietrich didn't come out publicly until now. Mm-hmm. She was in the service a lot longer after Fravor had retired.
All right.
How did you guys feel about that? I kind of watched it the second time. His one statement, and I guess I'll go first, and then you guys can give me your opinions. When he said for 2 straight years, when he would go flying every day, he would run into these things.
It's not what was said. Again, bad, poor, inexperienced. You know, you want to make sure you're saying the right stuff if you want credibility. And, well, he just said that Graves said he saw the UFOs for 2 years straight.
I kind of want to call BS on that a little bit. I mean, was he running into drones every day?
And he watched it twice. Do we blame it on weed or do we blame it on his attire? I don't know. Alex Garcia commented, a little off topic, while I admire Corbell's work, his theatrical approach to revealing information and evidence is a bit frustrating. Thank you. It seems as if he withheld the USS Omaha footage for months. He first released stills? Thoughts? Yeah, that is a great question and a very concerning one. Why would Corbell show us the stills first? For a couple of weeks they were out, right? Why? Don't you remember when those came out? And I remember when they came out a couple of weeks back. I'm sitting here going, I don't know what, is there a video link attached to these pictures? I don't understand what I'm looking at. A black dot, fuzzy video. Jeremy Corbell could very well be a shill, but I doubt it. He's just a filmmaker. He's not so bright. You know what he is? He is Tom DeLonge right now. That's who he is. He's Tom DeLonge. He's taken the place of Tom DeLonge. Tom DeLonge. Tom DeLonge. That's what's going on with the help from Knapp. So because DeLonge and TTSA had several problems in the last several months, as you know, it seems as if Jeremy Corbell was asked to step in and be that guy. It's almost as if, since Lou Elizondo went and did his own thing, Corbell is now the guy dropping the videos and Knapp pictures. But he had this footage for a while. Let's hear what they think. I don't know why I'm doing this.
You're gonna want to listen to Kevin Childress, who's going to be on in about 30 minutes. So
And
stick
be sure to
around for
listen to
that.
Kevin Childress, because I have to bail out because I have another media.
Stuff isn't like leaked onto some part of the net that we haven't somehow found yet. There seems to have been some kind of meeting between Corbell, Knapp, and members of the Pentagon and the UAPTF last summer. They've alluded to that some. They've talked about that, where they were shown these videos, and I'm wondering if that's when they were given to them. They have to be declassified, but declassified doesn't necessarily mean released.
Well, from what he said, and this is my understanding, at least of the first video, was that he gets data dumps all the time. He gets email.
Yeah, he gets them. People in all over send Jeremy Corbell footage, things of that nature. That's not what this is, man. Okay? This is different. This is something that was approved by the Pentagon to be released. And they had to wait a long time for this video to get its approval. What I didn't like was, and I think I know why he did it the way he did, by dropping the still images first, because he was still riding the waves of the pyramid, still riding those waves of success. And really, I think there should be more coming. I don't know. But I don't like that there was the still images first. To me, it's like you are setting up so you can get the most views possible. And you're going to say, Rich, duh. He wants the most views possible, you dummy. No, I know. But I think in this field, there's a certain type of personality. There's 2 of them, 3, maybe 5, I don't know. But I like to think that I'm on the right side of things in ufology. Right? I think Jeremy Corbell is in the middle somewhere. I think he may have started out doing this the right way, but I think Knapp and maybe offered something from the Pentagon to be this person that's going to drop these videos. Somewhere along the way, he had no choice. He may not believe that these are transmedium craft, but he's talking about it because now that's his job. He may be in that situation. We don't know. He stumbled upon it. Is that what happened? That's not what I heard. See, that's 3 different stories I've heard. So until we hear from Jeremy again, you may be right, Dark Sky File. I may be wrong. I really don't know. But what I heard from Knapp himself on Mystery Wire was that he had the video for about a year. And there was nothing they can do with it until they got approval by the Pentagon to go ahead and release it to the public. So I think he dropped the stills, and I don't like this. It's a tactic that's used when people are about to open up a website. They'll say, yeah, like Tim McShillen. He had his new website open up, and the day after his new website went public, he dropped the Batman balloon and crashed his site, and there was many, many thousands of people going there. Corbell, what's in it for him? Well, he gets his face on every video, his name on every video. He gets to go on CNN, MSNBC, Fox, everywhere he wants. Everywhere people, not wants, but people are inviting him. He's the man. I think he sold his soul. I think he needs to be careful, is what I think. I think he needs to be careful. Because what if somebody in the Pentagon doesn't want this stuff to go out? I'm having a very hard time with everything because we were lied to for so long. Why all of a sudden this turnaround, the switch. Well, people like Osvaldo want to believe that they want to bring disclosure to the world. Is that true? Maybe. Well, we don't know. All I keep hearing is a threat, and we don't know what it is. We don't know who they are. We don't know where it comes from. That's a threat. That's all I've been hearing. I didn't hear Mellon, Elizondo, think about this, Corbell or Knapp talking about disclosure. They're not talking about disclosure. They're talking about a threat. They're talking about evidence that's real shitty, that I don't see what they see. I see manipulation, play on words, and a guy who is lost, Corbell. He's lost. He's lost his way. There's no way he could look at this video or any of the other ones, even the pyramid video, and say, oh, shit, that's unbelievable to me. He doesn't see what we see. He's a filmmaker. He knows how cameras work. He knows, he's got to know what bokeh is. He's got to know what a lens flare is. He's got to know what a flare is. It's all wrong. It's all wrong. This isn't about disclosure. I don't know what it's about anymore. Because you got Graves talking about how he and the others that were on the ship kept seeing UFOs for 2 years. Why didn't they go after him? Where are those videos? And besides, with the video that was just given to us with the splashdown bullcrap blob, why don't we see the other 14 objects that were supposedly seen that day or night? Where's the other 14 objects? Why couldn't he have given us 2? Maybe 3. 3 objects would have been great. Oh, that's right, because the guy who was sneaking it out surreptitiously, by the way, Mellon was surreptitiously taking those 3 videos, the Gimbal, Go Fast, and Tic Tac, remember? He did that on a sneak. But it's okay. He broke the law. It's just those shitty UFO videos that are really nothing. All right, one more. And here, Mostly Space says, a hypothetical. Many propose UAP that mitigate inertia, go hypersonic without sonic booms are man-made. The 5 observables imply manipulation of space-time, which cancels the FTA, faster than light, issue.
Many propose UAP that mitigate inertia, go hypersonic without.
You comply with thinking we have FTL? I'm not. You comfy? Oh, are you comfy with thinking we have faster than light? I'm not. Mostly Space says.
Sonic booms are man-made. The 5 observables.
And secondly, I think it's really important that whenever we.
All right. Well, we're done.
Meme with Elizondo's face opens like in Men in Black, and then that little alien's in there controlling him. And
look at all. They think that's so funny. Little do they know. Oh, look at this. Now look at this. Rodrigo Vieira is, I did not know this. He is a wrench for this show. Isn't that amazing? The Unidentified Celebrity Review. Rodrigo Vieira is a regular here. He says, what would be Lou and Mellon's motivation to lie? Jesus. Nobody said they're lying. Did anybody say that Lou and Melon were lying? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Look, I'm going to say this one time, and then I'm going to say it again another time. But for right now, I understand why they're saying there's a threat. I get it. Hello. I get it. I get it. I understand. Okay. Oh, shit. Well, I think I'm running over. I didn't mean to. The show went rather quickly. Michael has a show coming up. I don't want to take away from that. On Jesus. No, he starts in 20 minutes. That's right, at 10:30. That's right. All right, so I've got something here I want to talk about. I'll say this once. Yeah, I believe the threat. I believe it. But are we being lied to for another reason? I don't see why. Okay, they did. The UFOs did show up over nuclear places, missile silos, whatever. They did. They did. They did supposedly. If you believe the story, okay, if you believe the story that they turned on and off the launch, okay, if you believe all that, but they didn't launch them. And I don't think the aliens would need decades and decades to watch us, to learn us, if they wanted to take us out. What's the threat? Tell me. The threat is us. We're the threat to them. Absolutely. Absolutely, we're a threat. You hear it? It's the human way. We don't understand what aliens are thinking. We don't. Thank you, Helen. Yeah, thanks for the earlier show, Rich. Yeah, you're welcome. Not a problem. Thank you. For what is that, £5? $5 super chat. Yes, I repeated it. I know. Thank you, Helen Berry. Hey, that's a great picture. I enjoyed that one. I didn't know you had a picture like that. It must be new. But thank you very much. Super Generoso, of course. Everybody tonight, thank you very much for the super chats. Don't forget, you could also help out on support the stream. Support the goof on. I'm going to have to get a part-time job. I don't want to work. Thank you very much, Helen. I really don't. Help a brother out. All right, let's go to these weird videos will mess with your head. Let's move on till tomorrow. I think I could have done better. It went so fast. I can't believe it's already this time. I don't see how I've been on an hour and 40 minutes. I don't see it. I don't get it. Really, I don't. Anyway, slapped ham. These are cool. Thank you, Miss A.
Button and get ready for more creepy content.
I like slapped ham a lot.
A baby playing with a bunch of dogs. This sort of event sounds like it can only make for a happy video. Unfortunately, one video shared to Twitter by Akuyo Maya shows this exact situation, and it's far from normal. The clip has made many viewers scratch their heads in confusion and claim a glitch in the Matrix, among a few other possible theories. In the clip, we see a small child running happily in an alleyway. Surrounding him are several dogs running around.
It's edited.
Just as happy as the child.
It looks like it's edited, doesn't it?
Watch the clip and see if you can spot anything strange.
No, it's not edited. How does that happen? How does that ball come out of nowhere?
If we take another look a few seconds into the video,
where is
to
it?
the left of the child, a red and blue ball suddenly appears on the ground.
What? Oh, come on.
The kid turns around to look at the ball before running to it.
There's these dogs, nobody's got a ball, man. How does that happen? Nothing. Unless it's inside of the kid and he poops it out frontwards. Nothing, nothing, nothing. It's going to come up here. Watch. Come on. Did the dog have it between his legs or something? What did it somehow get stuck up there? You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure that out. I don't know.
The kid turns around to look at the ball before
No,
running
the dog
to
doesn't
it and
have
squatting
it.
down to inspect it.
That's bizarre. It's not in front of the dog. There's the dog. Watch. Watch.
When the ball first appears, it's spinning
Where?
around
Where is it? In front of this dog?
slightly.
No.
Almost
It's not.
as if someone had kicked it
No.
into frame.
It's not in front of the dog. I promise. Watch.
The kid turns around.
You can see that dog just got up. This dog doesn't have a ball.
Around to look at the ball.
He has a ball in his mouth. You can see his mouth not there, but before you can still see the ball. It's not here. It's not in front of the kid.
Before running to it and squatting down to inspect
How
it.
does that happen? I don't get it. See, and then the kid saw it. He's like looking at it, like, where'd you come from? Look, no ball, no ball, no ball.
Ball first appeared.
No ball, no ball. Does this dog have it? No. Does he have it? No. But the kid freaked out at a 2 years old approximately, understood that that ball came out of nowhere.
It's spinning around slightly, almost.
Yeah, and it's almost as if the ball is just, am I wrong? It's not behind the dog either.
Almost as if someone had kicked it into frame.
No,
If a
I
person
don't
or dog
believe
had
it.
dropped
Watch.
it would have bounced or made some more movement than it did.
No. I know, I want to believe, but
One viewer suggested that maybe wind blew it in.
there's no ball anywhere. Look, this guy's like, he's looking. No ball.
Into the alley.
No ball. He still doesn't have it. We know he doesn't have a ball.
But where could the ball originally have come from?
Sorry.
Moreover, it seems like the weather was still in the video.
It never rolls
So
down.
what could this be if it's not the
It
wind?
never rolls down
a
the
glitch in
stairs.
the matrix, a very
Watch.
clever trick of the camera, or something else altogether. The possibilities
Nope,
seem
it
truly
never rolled
endless
down the
with this
stairs.
strange
Never came
video.
out. That's cool. There's got to be a logical explanation, though.
When rewatching outdoor surveillance footage, we don't usually see anything out of the ordinary.
Oh, this is
Perhaps
good.
a stray animal or two. Sometimes
Oh.
even a stray person may appear, but bring no harm at all. But in this strange video, there was something far more unusual caught on an outdoor camera that has made some homeowners wish they had seen a wild animal instead. We get a view of the outside of a home as seen at nighttime. A couple of seconds into the video, we can suddenly see a bright light zip by the screen before disappearing. Two individuals in the background, presumably the homeowners, are discussing the video, and one points to a particular place in the video to keep an eye on. Watch what happens.
Watch this spot right here. You can see a shadow up here. Boom.
What?
As you can see, a shadow appears, but with no person to accompany it.
You can see a shadow up here. Boom.
And no one's there.
You can also make out an orb that is hovering a few feet away from the
Wow.
shadow.
And no one's there.
And then you see this little
Oh,
orb right
yeah.
here.
And then you
Watch. Fade.
That's weird.
The man filming emphasizes that there was no one out back at the time the footage was recorded.
Yeah.
It just
No
appears.
one's out back.
It's moved a little.
It just sits there too.
It does. It sits right there.
It looks like it
You can see
moved
the
a
whole
little.
Shadow.
Both individuals note that the orb seems to go away and come back to the
Wow,
same
that
spot,
is so
almost as
cool.
if disappearing and reappearing.
I don't know how long it sits
Goes
there
away.
for. Orb goes away.
What?
Comes back. Now watch. The person's gonna disappear.
The inclusion of both a potential shadow figure and orb here is certainly strange in its own right.
Something's wrong with that.
Shadow
I don't
figures
know.
are a type of paranormal entity known to haunt.
That looked like it was edited a little bit, right? Yeah, the kid manifested it. I did that as a kid with a Garfield comb. Huh? The kid wanted the ball so bad he manifested it. I see what you're saying. You never know, man. Yeah, there's a guy standing on the other side of the stairs. It's got to be, right? It looks like the video was manipulated too. All right, one more. Let's see if we got one more. Oh, this is... No, we already saw this. I don't want to see this.
Nature. But what about its UFOs? At least that's what some people think was caught on camera in a video uploaded to TV Peru Noticias on YouTube. Perhaps from now on, Peru will be known for something much weirder. In the video, we can see a multicolored object hovering in the night sky. The object seems to change colors every second or so, almost as if it's like a strobe light.
All right, guys. Let's do something real quick, can we? Simulcast here for a second.
Sometimes very scary times, but I think we're actually living very exciting times when it comes to paranormal.
Oh, Dr. J is on.
Well, I mean, certainly we could never take a voyage and enjoy it as much as we would like without understanding that there's always peril involved. Something could always...
I'm going to take off so you guys can go to Dark Hour Paranormal. My apologies, Michael. I misunderstood. All right. We are out of here. I want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight. Just a 90-minute show, a little bit more than that. I'm sorry. Sorry, Michael. Didn't mean to do that to you. But Dr. J's on. He's got a great interview. So I want to thank the moderators and super chatters. Thank you very much for your support. Quick show. We'll be back tomorrow, regular time, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. We'll be on time. And thank you, super chatters, moderators, for your time and your support. And for the veterans who join the show every time, every night. And for the newcomers who hung out, thank you very much. All I ask is for a couple of minutes of your time, and you gave it. And I want to thank people who chatted tonight and kept that chat room alive. Thank you very much for that. You guys are the best. And don't forget, if you ain't looking out, oh, there will be a video later on Third Phase UFO Report and probably Third Phase of Moon. If you ain't looking out, you ain't. Wait, if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for ufology. Good night, everybody. Go over to Dark Hour Paranormal. Thank you, Lisa.
But more mentally.
I don't know what you're complaining about. All you have to do is go to sleep. I'm not asking you to come. I was there. I know you were. You're scared of your own shadow and terrified of dear Uncle Gustav. Yes, I am. Well, I'm not. I don't care if he does finally go. But how? Frida, I beg you, think about what you're doing. Everyone says he's a wicked man. What about it? Who wants to be good if being good is singing hymns and praying all day long? He's doing what's best for us, I'm sure. It might be best for you. It's not for me. I'm going. You might as well
defy our known laws of physics. Now, if, for instance, this is reverse engineered traffic.
Frida, you know I wouldn't do that. I'm just telling you. You know what will happen if you do. Stop it, you're hurting me, not harming.